Hey guys, and welcome to another video where today we'll be trying a challenge called the Monkey Ace Only, which I think will be probably one of the easiest, but doesn't really matter. The thing is, I'm not allowed to place like banana farms, monkey villages, or Benjamin, which, as unfortunate as it is, just that if that was allowed, then it would be a bit too easy to win. So it means like the bottom route's basically too expensive, the middle route's quite expensive, so I might just go top routes. But I will need at least one middle route because, well, obviously camo leads and just general leads. But luckily the Monkey Ace tier 5 are cheaper because of my monkey knowledge. I think I've got like, I think it's 4 military monkey knowledge that I don't have. But I actually do prefer exploding pineapples over sharper darts, because it gets the spy plane, which is just in general better than center path, especially when you have wing monkey. But apart from that, this first one will be a fighter plane. Flies fast and launches anti-mortar missiles, which will be extremely good with wing monkey. The bottom route I'm not really concerning myself with until later, because as unfortunate it is, I'm probably not going to be able to afford the Flying Fortress. The Sky Shredder and the Bomber I might be able to afford, but really depends, because I'm gonna go for multiple, but I don't know when I'm gonna go for the second one. Don't know when I'm gonna need it, because right now the A220 is actually doing quite well. And if it can fly faster, it means it can reach the balloons faster, which would make it a lot easier to hit the pineapples. Especially if you consider they only placed near the track, and they're not just placed randomly, which is good. So like, as soon as you get targeted pineapples, just choose the middle route over the top route for the Spectre and the bottom route for the Darkstorm. Especially if you have good placement where the circle can do nearly the same thing. What I think I'm going to do right now is get a bomb race down. It'll be the exact same as this one, except instead of fighter plane, bomber race. And I'm going to go for bomber race before I go to the top, because I'm just going to need the lead coverage as soon as I can. And the pineapples can hit, but it's much more efficient if you go bomber race. And then rapid fire and lots more darts are probably arguably one of the better routes. Because all of my towers can hit camos. But I think now I'll go for an Operation Dartstorm, because Ground Zero isn't worth it right now, but it will be worth it a bit later. Especially because our Bomber will be very important for taking out the DDTs. And I really don't think that the fighter plane will be able to take it out as much as the Ground Zero. But I think against normal balloons, Ground Zero, Operation Darkstorm deals way more damage. Especially considering it has Wing Monkey. Although, I've got the Bomber Race after the Darkstorm. They're able to catch up quite fast, so I don't know. But I think maybe getting a second... Operation Darkstorm would probably be the best thing to do. Like... And I always go for the middle route with the Monkey Ace anyways. So I'm not too bothered about going to Spy Plane Feature 1. Because that's what I usually do. But the thing is, Wing Monkey is made for multiple Monkey Aces, because they go on staggered attack runs, which means that they're all quite close to each other, but not going the same path. I don't know if it's random or not, but I know it's made for more efficient popping. Because I know it targets the balloons, but doesn't necessarily go in random. Especially if you consider how the two Operation Darkstorms are travelling quite close together, and then the Bomber Ace is travelling behind them, or sometimes in front of them. But it's a cool fact. Just for leads, I'll get another Bomber Ace. Free play. And then I'll either save up for Ground Zero or Sky Shredder. Probably Ground Zero. But until then, sit back and relax. But I really do think Zarbomba will be much more effective than Sky Shredder. It's just the previous upgrade is 9,000 cheaper, so it means that the Zarbomba is actually to get Zarbomba versus Sky Shredder. Zarbomba is actually more expensive, even though the upgrade is cheaper. And well, it's obvious that the Flying Vulture is the most expensive route for it. I actually should go for a challenge where I deal with AoE towers. Like, the Monkey Ace would probably be the best. The Monkey Ace top and middle route would probably be the best for that. And maybe the Spike Factory for that as well, like, because these two are random, this one isn't so much. Yeah, but like, I definitely think the Darkstorms are going to do a lot of damage to the DDTs. Sky Shredder not so much, because of them being camo leads, and like, if the Sky Shredder doesn't shoot the And the monkey ace is officially, the middle route has officially beaten the top route. Without the ability as well, which makes it extra good. Because, like, the Operation Dartstorm just shoots 16 darts per volley and twice fast. It doesn't have, like, explosives like this, like the middle route does. So, like, yeah, like, it's definitely going to have more than, the top route, and don't know if I'll tech bot the, monkeys. I'll get 2 abilities. Then I think I'll set up a Dartstorm. Yeah, but like I don't think it's random because they're going towards each other, then splitting off. Okay, so I think I have enough Dartstorms, and I think I have enough Ground Zeroes. I just need to get them to tier 5. But like I said, I don't think I would have been able to achieve get the Spectre as quick. So I'll go with I'll go for a Spectre, but like I said, never miss. I just play it with Spy Plane. Because when it gets Spectre, shoots 12 darts at a time. Spectre shoots bombs as well, which aren't darts, so I don't think that would give it more bombs. If it gave both, probably top route would do really good, but I also needed to be a DDT shredder. Yeah, but like this Ground Zero actually has more pops in it. That's probably because it's more lead orientated, and the Dartstorm can't pop in. But I definitely think the most heavy popper right now is the Ground Zero. I think the Spectre will change that, but at the same time, for the price, I think the Ground Zero is much more effective. If it can beat like two Ground Zeroes, it's probably much more effective. Oh wait, we've been around 60 already. Oh, well, this is going to be easy. The reason why I thought this would be semi-difficult is because of the leads. That's the only thing I was afraid of. But if we're able to take out the leads at the efficiency we are now, I don't think DDTs will be a problem. Like, they won't really, because I have 3 Dartstorms, which shred DDTs. And like I said, by then I'll have a Spectre. I knew by the first mobs I wouldn't, because I'd have to get the other monkey aces up as well. So I suspect that I just bought, and that so I could get Zarbomba already, which for not buying banana farm stuff is actually quite good. Now that I have a single Spectre, I'm not going to bother with multiple. I'm just going to save up for Zarbomba, then Sky Shred, then I'm not bothering with Flying Fortress. Like, of course it's one of the most powerful. I just don't think I'll be able to afford it. Like, even if I sold off all the monkey cases, and even if I got back the money that I spent on them, Flying Fortress would still be far away. But like, if you're able to just wipe them out like that, well, yeah, the Spectre is probably much better. But at the same time, the other monkey aces are just to help get to that point. For example, that versus that one's got more, and then that's got much more than nearly these two combined. It's nearly got more than these two combined. Well, it needs a bit more, but if I was to protect bot this one, it'd probably get more pops, but not actually that bothered. Like, just so long as it does what it's meant to do. Like, it's just probably meant to hold him at bay for a bit. Just to make the other towers life easier. And I've nearly got enough for Zarbomba. But I don't know if I want it. I either save up for Sky Shredder or I get Zarbomba. Because Zarbomba's good and all, but Sky Shredder does deal quite a lot of damage. That's why Zarbomba was my initial thought. Because it can just get rid of his energy just like that. But because I have 2 ground zeros, I'll probably just go for Sky Shredder. There. Because the Sky Shredder will, you know, fill the entire sky with darts. And then against mobs, it does quite well, but then again, it doesn't shoot faster with the darts, so that means that it's not more effective against mobs as such. Like, DDTs it's not going to do better against. The BAD will definitely do better against, but once it's popped, it won't. Even though the bottom is arguably the most overpowered tower in the game, and you could get it out very efficiently, I honestly do think that getting Zarbomba will be much better than saving. But before I get the upgrade, I'm going to use its ability. There you go. I'm going to save Zarbomba for the DDTs, but I have as many ways as I want, so I can accept the challenge at whatever level I want, but I'm setting it at 100 for now, and if we destroy around 100, well, I guess then it will just be up to getting all tier 5, probably, because I don't actually know what I'd do if these towers like destroy around 100. I honestly thought the beginning would be really difficult, but it's just lead rounds. It's lead rounds until I got the Spectre at least. Now I think the only that I really have is BAD. If I can just destroy the DDTs with Zarbomba, I might honestly just save this. I might honestly use the ground zero to deal with the BAD and then use the Zarbomba for the DDTs afterwards. That's just my opinion. Or the towers just wrecked DDTs now. I used the wrong one for that, but oh well. Considering the amount of money I have, it might be good to get another ground zero. Just to have the second ability usage. That's the entire reason why I just did that. But now that the towers are efficient enough to be able to deal with the mobs on their own. Okay. Now just waiting for the DDTs to come out. Okay, more DDTs, deal with those ones, and then deal with the rest. Okay, still haven't dealt with that with all the DDTs, but they're not going to last much longer, and this is why you have all your towers able to counter camos, because you do not want to face this. Okay, well, you're going to have to, but you don't want to face it with barely any camo coverage. And if your camo coverage doesn't have lead coverage, you can't win at all. But having 2 ground zeros is very good. But now I'm going to have to... I'm not too bothered about the DTs, especially with ground zero dealing around the same damage, I think. Don't honestly know the difference, except for that Zarbomba stuns. It's probably that it probably just deals more damage to reinforced, maybe. I don't honestly know. So someone could tell me what the difference is. Because I know it's way more efficient because of the fact that I'm having multiple of the ground zeros, which means that having a Zarbomba as a separate ability is much more efficient. I wouldn't say it's much more powerful, I just say it's much more efficient to be able to tell which one's the Mars and which one isn't. There. Now it's the BAD, so... That's it. I think it's to the second stage already. That's actually really surprising. Okay. It's nearly gone already. Okay, that's actually really easy. There. Like, stunning the Zomg and then dealing with the rest. And that's around 100. Okay, it absolutely destroyed it. So let's just carry on. Let's see how far these towers can make it. Not long if I don't look at my abilities. But I think if I got the Flying Fortress, it'll be much easier. Like, this ability is probably just carrying everything involved, everything here. But now that I've got another tower to add to my collection, which is my Vision Alchemy. I thought of this challenge because of 1, the Wing Monkey, and 2, that the first military tower placed is half price. There we go. And I'm not precise with that at all, but don't really matter. Just so long as that's the reason why I got the backup. it definitely deals more damage, whether it's... I'm honestly going to need a way to deal with them better. Because it gets really close. Every single time, so I just got Dark Storm, which I actually realised was not a good way to spend the money. If I were to sell off the towers that are not tier 5, I couldn't even afford it now then.
Hung up.
Yes! So, the efficiency of a tower really just depends on its cost compared to how much damage it can deal. Because, like, well, plus, if you include, like, buffs and stuff, how powerful those buffs are, how stronger do they make the tower. That's the reason why the True Sun God is not efficient at all unless you have other towers to sacrifice. It's actually less efficient than the Sun Avatar if you don't sacrifice to it. So funny how how the expenses of those towers. But the bottom route definitely probably the most efficient if you don't include like sacrifices to like the temples. If you include sacrifice, the True Sun God is definitely the most efficient. Anti-Bloom's the least efficient except for non-sacrifice True Sun God. Wow, 500,000. I am at 113. We'll see. The abilities will definitely help, so. But that's the thing, these rounds just need more abilities. Well, this is just lost. I'm now 115. Straight after. Well, I hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you next time. Bye!